cry at least
Oke
for
guys, kita masuk di
Felix, but
game
we will
yang
see two
kedua
war
guys ya.
cries for Ken and also for Run the King. Very
Game yang
interesting stuff
kedua,
here.
match
Ken
yang
on the
pertama
war
guys.
cry. This guy's a pioneer of the tank Lancelot. I would love to see
Gila,
how he
Myanmar
utilizes
gak
this
boleh
Lancelot
diremehin
now
cok.
with the war cry. So he's expecting to go for longer team fights instead of burst. I love that. No lethal ignition, no burst.
Itu
He wants to
perwakilan
utilize
ini
the
guys ya,
consistent damage. And by the way,
perwakilan
for you guys
tim
watching as well,
bawa
this
nama
is already
negara
going to
guys.
be a change for the show. You can see that passive stack
By the
now
way,
in the
dari
mana
negara
bar,
kita itu
and
cuman Onek
for the
Esport guys
GP
ya.
roll range, it's also been increased.
Satu
So,
negara,
for you guys,
satu
welcome
tim,
to game
satu
number 2.
negara.
Will Cambodia
Timnas,
be able to force a game 3?
pokoknya asli
Or
ini
will
guys.
Myanmar just
Asli
clean sweep Cambodia
tim
here with this
inilah.
more of a AoE composition that they have?
Okay, I'm glad you pointed that out because I want to see how this works out for the Cho pick. At the same time, it's very a mechanical game for boxing to kind of deal with getting the right setups here. This is always something that you kind of have to witness whenever you see a Cho pickup. It's got to be surgical. That's really what it comes down to, and being able to target or lock down the right targets more so than, for example, the fact that you have an Iesf on the play for Rome here from Myanmar. And, part of that is the setup potential with an Iesf is great with the onward and earth shadow combinations, or however you want to use it. But then you have quite a bit of damage too. So Justin actually going to flicker on out of there. So, I mean, even the same. Okay, hold on. I actually just got mixed up here. It is going to be the Ruby DD is in the XP lane, and they planted the Tarizla in the mid.
Yeah.
I just got thrown off by that for a second, but yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work out. I guess it's just to deal with Yu Zhang.
Yeah, at least for Indonesia, we've actually been seeing a whole lot of Tarizla mid from one particular blue team.
Ini casternya Mirko guys
ya. Wants to go in, but Justin's already rotating down below as well. A fight for level 4 here. If Justin gets level 4, that's a big power spike. Oh, Felix.
Kalau bahasa Inggris jago banget guys Mirko nih.
Set up for the turtle.
Dulu Momocan guys ya.
Sebelum
dia pindah ke game sebelah, itu caster bahasa Inggris juga guys ya Momocan.
Level 4. So for everyone except for Boxy, they're actually all in their power spikes.
Yeah, this is a big moment. Dragon form are we going to be used to zone them out a little bit further. First turtle for the fight. Justin looking for his own
Lancelot yang dapat guys.
Ken though gets the turtle.
Can
they win the fight? Justin the first one to fall, and now they're going to force them back even further, but they jump back in. It's Ken that falls next. And Cambodia winning the fight all throughout as 3 bodies fall for Myanmar. Not sure if it's going to be another, but Felix will get stunned, but he's going to be just fine. So Cambodia comes out big with the kills. Well, Myanmar got the turtle.
It started off so good with that steal, right? The puncture straight into the Thorn Rose, comboed in with the Retribution, but then Cambodia, the prolonged team fight of their composition definitely is better, at least at the start, because the Valentina can also steal the Primal Wrath, and that was the big concern when we saw the Edith pick, right? I mean, the Valentina have so many ults to choose, and in this skirmish, Ruby DD wasn't really able to shred like Ra, your big daddy can, right?
Tapi menurut aku guys ya, rugi sih guys.
Funny on that name, man. Shout out to Ram for that name.
3 tukar turtle itu termasuk rugi banget sih
3-0
guys.
start now for Cambodia. It should be really, really good for them, especially for
500
Ra and Felix. They should be able to really force and go for these proactive maneuvers, which they do find comfort in. For Cambodia, at least, they do really well when they do get a way to dictate the matchup. So this time it's already looking really good for them, and Myanmar will have to go back to farming up until maybe Ken finds another power spike to go for. But now Boxy, interesting start there. But for Ken, I really wonder what the item power spike is for the Lancelot, right?
Yeah.
Is it the War Axe? Is it still going to be waiting for the BOD later on in the Melfic Roar? I'm kind of curious about the build path as well, technically for Ken.
Dia ada purify
Is
guys ya
he even
soalnya.
going to go for full tank?
Mungkin itu pancingan
a mix,
cowoknya sih.
maybe a
biar dia pakai
semi-tank build,
purify.
like he's kind of known for.
I think for this, with this lineup, you could probably maybe even do somewhat of a hybrid. Pick up 1 or 2 of those more offensive items and then go towards the defensive. Because later on, it is going to be just him trying to get into the objective dances and try to steal it. Now he did it earlier, but unfortunately, after he did it, they fell apart from that. Blazing Duet going to force a run back. Nothing to get the kill there. But meanwhile, for the turtle, once again, under the turret, had the heart guard, and now Sario and Felix under the fight will be able to get possibly some more sustain out. Does get the kill on Justin, and now they're going to battle out further. Boxing trying to run, has to flicker out. Ken could not get the kill to follow on through, but now Juno part of the fight, forcing them back further. One hit away from the love waves, and Zidez does get it before he has to flicker out. 1-for-1 trade across the map. No one to take this turtle just yet. Ken quite low himself in the exchange.
Mid lane for jungle. That's actually kind of with Ken.
Ken?
So able to escape that last bit of damage.
Satu hit lagi, Cok.
Oh, I thought it was going to get him for a
Untung
second,
ditambahin si Angel lagi siya.
Oh, it looked so scary for Ken, but he's still able to survive there. And for Cambodia, they should be able to utilize now the space. This new information that Ken is very low to secure the turtle. The second one.
Gak ada kontes guys, ya dapat si
This will only just put them in a better spot. Their snowballing comp is already very scary to begin with. Now the fact that the Baksha will be ahead of the Lancelot in XP and in gold, or actually not maybe in gold. Gold maybe still is held by Ken because he was able to steal away that first turtle, but now Lucas in the enemy jungle, Ruby DD.
Ruby DD, using that Primal Wrath, gonna get stunned a little bit longer. Earthshatter now can't get away still, just gets trapped in there, trying to walk out of the jungle. Cambodia definitely just punishing where they can and playing around this lead that they have, and that's something too. You can see Iesf on the top lane. Looks like they're gonna set their eyes up there towards Run the King, but boxing is there to help them out. So sorry on Felix is just gonna go ahead and take this turret. First one of the game, gets the first objective for Cambodia. And the way that they've been playing this early game, going into the mid game eventually here, sets themselves up really well to hopefully get them to game 3. But right now for Myanmar, they want to still kind of whittle this away, but it looks like a lot of attention here. Also, big item pickup for Zidez does get that Flask of the Waste. It's going to help with some of the shielding, of course. Juno, just look at the shots on run, but will not be able to commit to that turret just yet.
Yeah, I'd love to see the items here, honestly, right? Because it seems for Juno, he has already taken the Golden Staff. Oh, Wade the Dragon.
Oh, Wade the Dragon going to be used, and also the Blazing Duet already utilized. Heart Guard, though, on Juno, and now they still might want to find it out. They're just waiting for some of these ultimates to come down. Lots and lots of ultimates used for that fight with no one to fall. 30 seconds away from this turtle, though. Last one of the game, and Myanmar will just kind of, I guess, play around with the fact that they're at a deficit. They don't want to fully commit to a team fight, because if they get taken down, whether it's one or two members, it does further that snowball for Cambodia. So far, they've been playing really rounded in the mid lane. Once again, Foxy goes in with a Wave the Dragon, finds the right target as Zidez will go down in the exchange. And now Justin could be next. With the body of Smith, it's not going to be enough, as it's a double for Run the King. And now Cambodia will get themselves another objective, a turtle here. There's not much Ruby DD can do with this, as Lucas secures the turtle.
The boxing mechanics, man, shining in game number 2. When they get to a position where they actually can go for these proactive maneuvers, Boxy is just so much scarier compared to last game when he's put on a, kind of reactive roamer. Oh, Ken
could be in trouble. Gets retribution, gets slowed down, and now Lucas sits right on top of him. With Run the King getting the kill. Boxy could be on the hunt once again for Juno. Blazing Duet, there's the penalty zone. Boxy going to be the one to fall, and now Justin trying to battle it out. They get the Heart Guard on top of Juno, and Lucas could be whittled down and in trouble. But there's the response from Run the King once again, with the Sky Piercer being picked up in the fight. So Myanmar has to back out.
Cownya udah kill 3 guys ya, nggak ada mati ya
No trades have gone in favor of Myanmar so far in this game. It's all been Cambodia, and it just goes to show you how powerful they are when they are on these kind of picks. When they are able to dictate the pace of the game, where they can stay proactive.
7.000 Cok.
Staying proactive up top. Run the King looking for a gank. Ruby DD will be able to back away, getting that onward back again. And so far, Ruby wants to go for fight, huh?
Ooh. Yeah.
Bau-bau kemenangan Cambodia nih guys, satu sama
he's feeling the slowness of this Edith. Not even using that flicker available. So with
this, Endless Battle dari
seorang
fan.
Themselves really on the back foot, dealing with this just this power play from Cambodia right now.
Ini Lancelotnya mati
dua,
nggak ada asis, nggak ada kill.
This build up, right? They're really happy if Myanmar actually want to go and face them head on in a team fight, and that's technically what Ruby DD did. I don't know what the plan was. Maybe he was expecting some of the members from some of the other members to rotate up top together so that he can get an onward and maybe look to re-engage with the Primal Wrath. But Ken's been busy in the bottom lane. He's actually constantly been split pushing, and he's keeping his level even with Lucas. Despite Lucas getting the first 2 turtles, despite him getting so much farm as well in the early game. Ken's still able to at least withstand that. And another way to Dragon.
Again, with the way the dragon going to wait for that primal wrath. It does get popped, but he can't escape from Run the King. And now Juno on the run as the hard guard goes in with Blazing Duet to force Sarian Felix back. Justin also in trouble. Run the King won't use the pounce, but they'll find the next kill as Ken drops the 2-for-1 trade. Cambodia once again will get the advantage for this next objective, the Lord take.
Now it's dominant for Cambodia. Now they should be able to just completely steamroll through. They get the first Lord for free. There's no way that Myanmar can actually go for the contest right now. And for Ken as well, the fact that he was able to get that even lead, but not able to really enter any of these skirmishes, it's just going to be tough for Myanmar. Cambodia will take control fully of this game now. And this is where you want to see the Roger. In game 1, we were talking about how the Roger, we didn't really get to see all those resources placed onto him. We didn't really get to see that snowballing from Run the King. It's completely different here in game number 2 with him on the snowball, him getting that Sky Piercer. It'll be very, very scary. A great Dragon Spear too. In the 10th minute of the game, we have 4 items for Run the King. And I think that name fits into his standing now in game number 2 perfectly. He definitely is the king. He can call the shots and he can go in whenever he wants.
Looks like they might want to go in here again, forcing the fight. They're going to clear the waves though just fine. They still have to deal with this Lord pushing on top side for Cambodia. Myanmar holds on the best they can, and no flicker available for Justin just yet or Ruby DD. So this is a little bit difficult for them to kind of force a fight or at least be on the defensive with their initiations. And right now, there's the Lord making its way. Tier 2s are all down except for the bottom lane, and now the shields pop. Dragon Form going to be used as well. Boxy gets forced out of the base here, but Ruby DD jumps in with Primal Wrath, holding on to the turret the best they can. They got to get rid of the Lord. They are going to hold on 1 HP to the top base turret. No one falls in the exchange on either team, so Myanmar, despite being down 8,000 gold, will hold on at least for that first Lord play from Cambodia.
It's still devastating though for Myanmar, because for Cambodia, the fact that they were almost able to take a base turret, and that being also the far lane base turret, means that it's such a crazy advantage that they have to play with. At this point, I think for the Roger at least, if they can find some angle for him to go for just one more base attack, they should be able to take that base turret down. Heck, I think even Boxy, if he actually rotates up top, uses the shampoo into the turret and basic attacks it with the passive, he might get it. Boxy? Oh, just opening up the map a little bit. Not going to go for the full skirmish just yet, controlling the enemy jungle, just like Myanmar did to them in game number 1. But it definitely seems a bit more disciplined. You're Boxy. Oh!
Still not going to be able to get the follow-up he was looking for with that Way of the Dragon, but they will pop the Black Dragon too. So still, Cambodia, a lot of ultimates down for that exchange. It might look like Myanmar wants to possibly punish this. Hardguard being hovered over. They want to force the fight in the mid lane. Goes in with the Thorn Rose, looking for the Phantom Execution setup. He's already used it. Trying to get away though, can't escape. Raw. And now Sarian Felix will get locked down. Has the immortality, switches that in. Zides goes down to the exchange. 2 down for Myanmar. And Run, making Myanmar run for the hills, but it's just too much. Justin will get taken down as well. It's a triple for Run the King. Absolutely massive on the Roger at 9-0-2. And now Cambodia sets their eyes on the mid lane. They might not even the Lord here to finish the game. Jumps in, trying to buy some more time, but it's Ruby DD. Immortality going to be popped in now. The turret goes down. Run the King gets another kill, and that'll be Cambodia taking it to game number 3.
Habis ini kita akan masuk di game yang ketiga berarti guys ya, match point buat kedua tim. Oke guys, yang sudah nonton ya, jangan lupa dibantu like, comment, subscribe. Sampai bertemu di game yang ketiga guys, bye bye.